my name is Allie and welcome to my channel. We are finally back with Caller X Malice, Shiraishi's route. Now, it's been a hot minute since I recorded these because it's been busy. I ended up with the flu, then with pneumonia, I couldn't talk for the longest time, and then a whole bunch of other crap happened, and yeah. So as of right now, too, for some reason, my Switch sound will not work on OBS Studios. I tried everything and nothing is working. So there's not going to be sound on here. So I do apologize. Anyway, let's go. I enter the audio room and see Takeuchi lift her head. You're here, Hoshino. Yes. Shiraishi wanted to listen in, so I had him come with me. If it's all right with you, can you stay? I don't mind. It was his words that made me realize that I cannot run away anymore. Thank you. I turn around and nod to Shiraishi. Excuse me. Shiraishi enters the audio room and leans against the wall. It seemed like he was trying to stay out of Takeuchi's sight to avoid stressing her. I sat down in front of Takeuchi. Her cheeks seemed sunken, and she had dark circles under her eyes. From the way she looked, Takeuchi must have really agonized over this before turning herself in. I'll cut to the chase. Would you please tell me why you decided to turn yourself in? Yes, it started 10 years ago. It goes all the way back to the S of my coworker, Yunine Uno. We were the same age, and we used to talk to each other about many things. I felt something was out of place when the rumors of Hachisuka started. If you hear the noises in the background, I'm sorry. My son and husband are supposed to be putting the child to sleep, but they're playing. So, anyway. She seemed to be worried about something, so I asked her what was wrong. She just said she was tired of caring for her children. With each passing day, she became thinner and thinner, and she started talking to herself, saying things like she didn't deserve to live. One day when I was checking on her, I heard Tsunemori berating her during a counseling session. Flashback. It's your fault Hachisuka was embarrassed. He said he wants to die every day. He might even commit S today. If he kills himself, it's all your fault. You're the one that pushed him to S. I'm sorry, I don't think I can say that word. There's a few other words that I shouldn't be saying on here, so we'll see how this goes. You're a devil who kills your own students. You don't deserve to live. You should just die. Die and apologize for everything you did. Why is that one spaced differently? Or is that just me? I feel like it's more towards the side. But anyway. I saw her shaking, and it made me think that Tsunemori was the cause of all this. But that wasn't the case. Excuse me! I'm sorry. But that wasn't the case. Holy crud. My goodness. After the counseling session, she met up with Hachisuka. And what do you think they talked about? You should have seen her face. I kept pressing her, just like you told me, and she started bawling. She can't take much more of this. She got off easy for embarrassing me. After all the attention I gave her, that annoying bitch decided not to put out. She's a grown woman, and she was begging me, please stop. It was so pathetic. Still, you need to finish things off. Corner her more. You're good at insulting, right? She needs to die. It'd be funny if she committed S. I know it's supposed to be two different people, but, because I don't know which is which, I just did one voice. It was obvious they were conspiring to completely destroy her mentally. I quickly reprimanded the two. Tsunemori said she was discussing my troubles, and Hachisuka said, you must have misheard. They were stonewalling me. I spoke with the chairman, but apparently Hachisuka's mother donated money to the school, so
He felt that his hands were tied. I was told that if word got out about this, I would be forced to resign. As if to add insult to injury, Misako Yoshitani, a student of mine, and her mother file a complaint to the school. She blamed Yurine not as a counselor, but as a mother. Not only does she bully certain students, she also her own children. Child Protective Services should be contacted. A child can't choose their parents. I pity her children. She's a failure as a mother. Complaints like that were filed numerous times. That would mean Yoshitani lied and convinced her mother to go along with it. Yes, but the school didn't want to anger Hachisuka, who was pulling the strings, so nobody sided with Yurine. I was the same. I was afraid of losing my job, so I ran away. Yurine was backed into a corner, and she plotted to commit S and take the whole family with her to erase her own existence. If I had stuck up for her, I might have been able to save her. The memories of the event must have hit her pretty hard, because Takeuchi's crying now. In the end, I chose to protect myself over my friend. I let her die.
Takeuchi.
I've never been able to forget what happened to her these past 10 years. I was going insane from the guilt. And someone who'd said they were with Adonis said that to purify this hatred, I needed to cut it off at the source.
Is that the reason?
Yes. Don't you think it's unfair? I've been in agony for a decade, and Hachisuka and the others simply forgot about Yurine. Death can only be atoned for with death. Everything was all laid out by Adonis. They managed to taunt Tsunemori, who had acted as Hachisuka's muscle in the past. Tsunemori always had murderous urges, so he killed Hachisuka and then ended his own life. They also helped with the cleanup of Yoshitani. I thought I managed to fulfill my revenge, but then you visited me. I couldn't bear the weight of the crimes that I'd committed.
After you had them murdered, did it make you feel better about it? Takeuchi started to say something, but instead quickly closed her mouth and nodded.
Yes, I can't turn back now. That was all I could have done.
She said that she had thought everything through, but I wondered if that was really true. Did you commit your act of revenge simply for your own sake? As if he picked up on my doubts, Shiraishi spoke up from the back wall. Conspiring to murder will make you a criminal. You dragged your family into the fray.
I was prepared for that.
Really? Takeuchi looked down after the quick follow-up. I thought about stopping them, but Shiraishi just observed Takeuchi's reaction. He wasn't pressing her to answer. He was just patiently waiting for her response. At least, that's what it seemed like to me. Let me change the question. Tsunemori committed S, but how did you urge him to do so while he was in jail?
That happened with the help of someone who was working with Adonis.
Earlier you mentioned the cleanup of Yoshitani. What did you mean by that? You broke into her room and murdered her?
Yes, that's right. And then Adonis cleaned up afterwards.
Huh? When Sakuragawa checked Yoshitani's room, she said there was no luminal reaction. Even if Adonis did a thorough cleanup, it's odd that there would have been absolutely no traces. Nothing in the apartment seemed to have been moved. Yoshitani was worried that she would be murdered, so it was unlikely that she didn't struggle. Why did Takeuchi lie? Unlike when she was talking about Uno, she's stumbling and hesitating while she's talking. If there is a reason for her to lie about all of this... Takeuchi, can you show me clear proof that you were involved with this incident?
What better proof is there besides my confession? I did it all.
There's someone that hates these killers more than you, isn't there?
No, there isn't. I did this all myself.
Are you absolutely certain that there isn't anyone else that wants vengeance on them? There could have been other students or teachers that worried about Uno like you, Takeuchi. What about Uno's children? Maybe they still harbor some hatred.
Those two have nothing to do with this. Hoshino, I want to pay for my crimes, so please arrest me.
I hesitated to agree to her pleas. No. The true purpose of Takeuchi turning herself in is... Would it make you feel better to have her arrest you? Shiraishi voiced his doubts like a child blurting out the first thing that popped into their head. But then... It probably wouldn't make you feel any better. Actually, it'd probably cause you much more pain. He winces in pain as if he were talking about himself. I have no idea why you would go to such lengths for someone else's children, but I can tell that you care deeply for Uno's children. So, would hiding the truth really be good for them? You asked for her because deep down, you didn't think so. Shiraishi continued as if he was speaking for Takeuchi. Those sincere but trenchant words finally reached her. Yes, I really thought long and hard about it. I couldn't bring myself to face Yunine, but it pains me to think that her own children misunderstand her. That's why, when they turned 18, I contacted them and told them everything. Immediately after the September killing happened. When I asked them, they said they deserved it. It's my fault. If I'd have known it would end up like this, I wouldn't have told them. She covered her face as tears streamed down through her hands. Please, please save them. Takeuchi. You stay here. Stay by her side as long as she needs. I'll do the rest. No, I'll go too. You don't need to come with me. As SRCPO, you'll just get in the way. The truth of this incident will hurt you. I just found the true culprit. There's no need for you to push any further. We're going to say, I don't care if I get hurt. I don't care if I get hurt. I want to see the truth with my own eyes. Besides, I wouldn't be so irresponsible as to let you go off by yourself. You can't push me away. I will follow you no matter what. Seems like my worrying about you getting cold feet was all for nothing. I'm the one that asked you to fight alongside me. I won't turn back now. Takeuchi. I stood up from my seat and walked over to her side as she wept. I will do what I can to make this right, so please, can you stay right here? Yes, please. I feel like I got a hiccup. Okay. I left the room while putting on my coat, and Moshida came running over. Morioka took his investigators and headed to Uno's kid's place. Shiraishi, we have to hurry up and go after them before it's too late. Calm down. Those kids won't get caught that easily. There's still one more thing that the both of them have to do. What's that? I thought their revenge was complete. What else do they have to do? We don't have any time to waste. I'll tell you the way over here. Or on the way over, oh, whatever. All right. Moshida? It's fine. Go as SRCPO and show them that we're police too. Yes. First, let's track down the missing woman from October. After leaving the station, we head to the east exit of the Shinjuku train station. Shiraishi, do you know where Yoshitani was taken? Yes. I didn't tell you, but I'd already known Uno's children of being involved with this whole incident. Shiraishi then produced a single photo from his coat. When I saw this photo, I was surprised too, but you've actually already met them. I looked down at the photo he handed me. These kids. The boy is Shion Uno. The girl is Suzune Uno. I followed the information from 10 years ago and profiled these twin siblings. Even if they wanted to die after they'd known what happened, they want to tie up any loose ends. Their loose end is revenge for their parents. Now that it's done, they've been released, and now they want to join their parents.
That means they want to die?
They've been passed from relative to relative, and being kids of a woman who killed her husband must have been a pretty harsh life. They should have ended their lives in October once their event was complete, but they didn't. Why? The most likely cause of that is because they found a new source of regret. Their mother's friend never forgot about the incident 10 years ago. Takeuchi must have had some impact on them. Because she knew the truth, she treated those children not as children of a murderer, but as Shion and Suzune. But that's why Takeuchi realized right away who'd caused the September incident. But they didn't hide their crimes and simply said the killing was deserved. They could have feigned ignorance, but they didn't. Why? How do you see the situation?
If they said it was deserved, then they think it's a justified act and that they have no remorse over it. To be honest, it's probably because they didn't want to lie to Takeuchi. Takeuchi tried to turn herself in and take the blame for the twins' crime. That's what I thought when I saw her. I think Takeuchi treated Uno's children like they were hers. Of course, some feelings of guilt towards what happened with Uno played a role, but that wouldn't be everything. If Takeuchi felt parental love towards the two of them, that love wouldn't just be one-sided. Both of them probably thought of Takeuchi as a mother and couldn't lie to her. Although, that's just an assumption. But that's what I think. Things that can't be quantified are the most troublesome to me. That's why I want to know. Whatever the facts are, they were almost murdered by their own mother, but they survived. Or rather, they survived by accident. The fact remains that their own mother tried to murder them. That must make them feel quite sad. Yes. When I met those two at the park, they were behaving like normal kids. I had no idea they were involved in this. But thinking back upon it, both of them had sad eyes. I am actually going to let you guys go here. It's been so long since I recorded one of these. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one.